you guys for joining me today. It's be a lot of fun. So all of you guys have done yoga before, so I'll keep this brief. The main thing to keep in mind is, so I am here to kind of facilitate this experience, and I'm going to be giving y'all poses and things to focus on, but this is your individual practice, okay? If you ever feel unsafe or uncomfortable with something I tell you to do, modify it as needed. And really, yoga is not at all about how you look externally. It is an internal practice. It's about connecting with your body, with your mind, and with the present moment. So that being said, let's all just take a second. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth like you're fogging up a mirror. A few more breaths in and out just like that. Exhale, seal the mouth, and for the rest of the practice, do your best to breathe in and out through your nose at a nice, steady rhythm. If you ever lose control of your breath and you're huffing and puffing for air, it is okay to take a second to rest and come back to that nice, steady rhythm breath. Slowly make your way onto your hands and knees. Come up onto the tops of your feet, feet in close together, knees as wide or a bit wider than the hips. Drop your butt back over the heels. Drop your elbows down. Drop your head all the way down onto the ground. Relax. Melt down into the floor for child's pose. Relax, sink into this position. Take a moment to set your intention for today's practice. That could be gratitude, focusing on the breath, acceptance, feeling your inner strength. Take a moment to pick the one that feels right for you today. Rise up onto your hands and knees. Push the ground away, round your back, tuck your chin like an angry cat. Relax. Bend your spine upwards. Let your belly sag down to the ground. Back and forth. Exhale. Push the ground away, round your back. Inhale. And upwards. With the breath. Exhale. Inhale. You on your own. Finish your last one. Come back to a neutral position. Come up onto the bottoms of your toes so you're stretching out the bottom of your foot. Walk your hands in a bit closer to your knees. you rock forwards, you stretch and get heavy on the wrists. You rock backwards, stretch out the bottom of your foot. Forwards, load the wrists. Backwards, stretch the toes. Try making a gentle circle all around to the left. And then around to the right. Sit back up onto your feet. You can do that on the bottoms of your toes. If that's too much, you can come up onto the tops of your toes as well. Arms hang down by your side. Rotate each of your arms to the left and then to the right. Left, right. Keep that swivel going as we slowly start to raise our arms out to the side.
6'5".
You get halfway and you keep going up until you get overhead. Continue back down. Beautiful. Come onto the tops of your feet now, and one more time. Nice and slow. And back down. Okay. Interlace your fingers. Roll out the wrists. I'm going to go through some guidelines for plank today. Surprise, we're going to be doing some planks today.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're about to try our first plank. At any moment, you keep rolling your wrists, guys. Just watch for a second. At any moment, without me saying so, you guys are allowed to drop your knees down. You do not need any permission to do so. Okay? In a plank, if you feel any stress in your lower back, what I want you to do is tuck your tailbone, crunch your ribs down into your hips, engage your core as you really push the ground away. Do not let gravity. Okay? Take out the wrists. Everybody join me for your first plank of the day. Knees down or not, it is your choice. Good. Push the ground away. Good. If your fingers are bunched up or squished together, try and lengthen them. Spread them out a bit. Your hands have 4 points of contact that have equal amounts of weight. Inside and outside of your palm, the knuckle of your pinky finger and pointer finger. Balance front and back, inside and outside. You guys are doing great. Good. Just a few more breaths here.
I think I'm gonna hang out here. I'm gonna go.
And on your next inhale, press your butt up and back into downward dog. Good. You have that same balanced weight on the hands. It's okay to have a soft bend in the knees as you push your tailbone tall to the ceiling. This is an active position. You're pushing the earth away. Okay, take a deep inhale, then that audible exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Relax down onto your knees. We are about to transition back into a plank. for what is called a chaturanga. This is just a yoga push-up, okay? It's a push-up, but instead of elbows flaring out, you keep your elbows tucked into your sides. As you come down, okay? As you sink down, I want you to think broaden, make a big, wide, dramatic chest instead of stretching down forward. Elbows into your side, shift forward, big, wide chest. Come back tall. Drop the knees if you need. Okay, everybody, plank position. We are doing 5 chaturangas. Inhale down, exhale up. Go as low as you can. You can go down an inch, and that's fine. Down, up. 3 more. Inhale down, exhale up. 2 more. Inhale, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Last one, lower down and hover above the ground for 5, 4, 3, then plop onto your bellies. Pull your elbows into your side. Come up on your elbows. Sphinx pose. This is a gentle back bend. If that's too much, you can lower down onto your knuckles. Or if that feels okay, lengthen, open through the front side of your body. Bring the crown of your head up towards the sky. Squeeze your butt. You rise a little bit taller. Okay. We're going to try a more advanced back bend at some point called upward facing dog. That is too intense. Substitute it with this. Okay. Try rotating your head side to side. And with all the way back to your feet. Don't force that. Relax down, shake out your hips. Back into child's pose. Inhale, downward dog. On your next exhale, walk your feet up to the front of the mat. Come into a forward fold. It is okay to have a soft bend in the knees here. On your next inhale, lift up halfway. You are trying to make your spine as long and tall as possible. Exhale, back down to fold. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold. Soft bend in the knees. Inhale, reach up and overhead. Exhale, down to your heart. Okay, so we're going to put some of those pieces together for a sun salutation A, or if I ever say do a vinyasa, take your vinyasa, this is what I mean. You guys can just watch for a second. Okay, so we're moving with the breath. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plank. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, up. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, knees down onto your belly. Tops of your feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. If that's too intense, do the Sphinx pose. Up and back on the tops of the feet or come onto the bottoms. Walk back forwards. That's where we started. Okay, that's a lot. We're going to go all together. Everybody, exhale, down. Forward fold. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, down. Bend the knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale, chaturanga push up. Exhale, up. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, down onto your belly, tops of your feet. Inhale, lift up, knees floating. Squeeze your butt. Good. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, walk back to your feet. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Fantastic. You guys are all yogis now. We're going to do that a few times more with guidance, but at some point I might say, take a vinyasa. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just go through a sequence that somewhat resembles that. Okay? Inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit down and back into an imaginary chair. Okay, fantastic. Just like your hands have those 4 points of contact, so do your feet. Inside and outside of the heel, knuckle of your big toe and pinky toe evenly balanced. So if you're rolling in, that's not it. Heels are lifted, that's not quite it. Fantastic. Everyone sit an inch deeper into that chair. Okay. Everybody take your right hand, place it on your left side. Left hand on your left hip, and now you can pull yourself into a little bit of a twist. That might be what the position is for you. If you would like to go a bit deeper, you can hook your right elbow outside of your left foot. Excellent. Get a little bit deeper into the twist. Okay. Shift a bit more weight into your left leg so your right leg starts to get really light. You can even come up on the tippy toes of your right foot, or maybe even shift all the way onto your left foot. That is very optional. If you fall, that's okay. Just get right back up. A few more breaths here. Place your right foot back down if it was lifted. Gently come out of the twist, the chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. You're doing a vinyasa. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, plank. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, onto your belly. Inhale, upward dog. Squeeze your butt. Exhale, downward dog. Very good. Take a few breaths in downward dog to recenter yourself. You're doing great. Walk your feet to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, chair pose. Find that strong foundation. Left hand towards the right thigh. Gentle twist. If you would like more, prayer position. Hook outside of the thigh. Slowly shift your weight into your right foot until your left heel pops up, and maybe the whole left foot. 3 more breaths here. Those are my breaths I'm counting. Bring your feet back into balance. Gently come out of the twist. Inhale, reach up.
What's this?
Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plank position. I'm not going to cue the breath as much anymore. Just move with the breath. It doesn't have to be perfect. Downward dog.
This is not yoga.
Down onto your belly. Inhale, upward facing dog.
So, come here, what's this?
Hold for a few breaths. Squeeze your butt, keep your core engaged. Downward facing dog. Okay. You guys are doing great. Start to shift more of your weight into your left hand. come up onto your right fingertips. If you can, lift your right hand all the way up, reach it towards your left thigh. Maybe even reach your right hand towards your left ankle. Don't force it, but a gentle twist. Three-legged dog. Slowly shift forward into single arm plank. Drop your knees if you need to. That's okay. Stay as even as possible. Drop your right hip down towards the ground and breathe. Transition into side plank on your left side. It's the same arm. Drop that bottom knee if you need to. That's totally okay. Stay with the breath. Push the ground away. Good. Slowly turn, bring your right elbow down to the ground. Shift onto a side plank on your right elbow. Good. Stay with the breath. Left elbow down, forearm side plank. Engage your core. Wherever you're at, knees up or down, it doesn't matter. For 5 more breaths. Dig deep. On your next exhale, relax all the way down on the ground. Just rest. Wiggle your hips side to side. Okay. Put your hands on the back of your head like you're under arrest. Lift your elbows up, then lift your hands up. Feel how all those muscles on the back of your shoulders light up. Relax down. That's our starting position. The finishing position is hands over your lower back like you're in handcuffs. Hands over your lower back like you are in handcuffs. Onto your lower back. Beautiful. Okay. So, lift your hands up off of your lower back. Now your arms are going to swing out and around like a big snow angel as they come from that position to the other one. Try and reach overhead as you can. Okay, if you can't get all the way overhead, back of your head, hands still floating. Up, around, out, lower back. Beautiful. 4 more. Nice and slow. Beautiful. Slow and controlled. 2 more. Last one. Relax. Bring your hands down to your side. Maybe watch me for this one really quick. Your right arm is going to straighten out to your side. Your left arm is just there for support. Your left foot, your left knee bends. You are going to roll over and plant your left foot down on the ground. Okay? You can then shoulder stretch. That left knee, use your glute muscles to squeeze and lift that knee as tall up to the sky as you can. Stay there for a few breaths. This one can be intense. There's no need to force this one. Slide back down. Plant your foot down. Beautiful. You guys got it. Stay here for a few more breaths. It's looking really good. Call this one scorpion twist. Next exhale, relax, roll back onto your belly. Back to child's pose. Walk your hands over to the left side. right hand is reaching forward to the left, and my butt is dropping down, back, and to the right. I feel a nice long stretch along the right side of my body. Just sink into that sensation. Take big, full breaths. Back to the middle. Downward dog. Good. Take a moment, enjoy the downward dog. As you slowly shift your weight into your right hand, so you come up on the left fingertips, and then lift your left hand up entirely. Reach your left hand down towards your right thigh, or right calf, or right ankle, and breathe. On your next exhale, staying on the right hand, shift forward into one arm plank. Drop those knees if you need to. Lower your left hip down towards the ground. Beautiful, beautiful. 2 more breaths. And then transition into side plank on your right side. Drop that bottom knee if you need to. Push the ground away. Raise those hips high. Slowly roll to the left. Drop your left elbow down to the ground. Side plank on your left forearm. Good. Slowly come onto both forearms, forearm plank for 5 breaths. Engage your core, push the ground away. 3 more. And relax down onto your belly. Relax fully. Hands on the back of your head. Lift your elbows. Lift your hands. Big snow angel overhead. Out to the side. Down to your lower back. Back the way you came. That's 1. 4 more. Good. 2 more. Hands into your side. Left arm straightens out to your left side. Roll over, plant your right foot, scorpion twist on the left. Good. Lift that right knee high to the sky, open that hip. Relax down to the middle. Rock back into child's pose. Walk over to the right as you feel your left side body stretch and lengthen. Back to the middle. Press up into downward dog. Walk your feet to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, plank. Hold, clean it up. Long spine, good. Engage the core. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, plank. One more. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale, plank. Downward dog. Slow down the breath. You're doing great. Reach your left foot up and back. Point your toes, lift your foot as high as you can. Drop your right heel down towards the ground for a few breaths. Exhale, come forward into plank. Your left knee is still lifted. Left knee into your chest. And step your foot in between your hands. Drop your back knee down. Drop your back knee down onto the floor. Low lunge. Rise up. You're in a kneeling position. Good. Okay. If you're tight, you already might feel a stretch in the front side of your right side. If not, place your hands on your hips. Tuck your tailbone down under your body. You might feel the stretch intensify. If that's still not enough, you squeeze your butt on your right side. Drive your hips forward as your right thigh extends behind you. Feel stretch up, down, your right thigh. Beautiful. Reach your hands up overhead. Woo! Externally rotate your shoulders and reach tall, strong to the sky for a few breaths. Fingertips touch, hands out in front. Your right hand stays reaching forward, left hand opens up behind. Beautiful. Long, low lunge. Your left hand reaches down towards your right foot. It doesn't have to actually touch. Your right hand reaches up tall to the sky and over. Back to revolve. Back to the center. Hand supports you down on the ground. Inchworm your left foot forwards a little bit. Then you sit back onto your right leg. You can come up onto the toes if you would like. Stretch down the back side of that left leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. It's okay to have a bit of a bend in that knee, but as you loosen up, maybe try and straighten it just a bit more. If you would like to stay still, you can. If you want to try a little extra movement, you can try rotating your right toes inside and to the outside. Maybe pointing and flexing your foot. Play around with the sensation. We're staying here for about 5 more breaths. All eyes on me for a second. This is a bit of a funky transition. Hey Dave, can I get your attention for a second? Okay. So you're going to push off your back leg and come all the way up. Catch yourself on your fingertips for a hand-assisted warrior 3. It's okay to have a bit of a bend in that knee. Lengthen through your back leg, lengthen through your spine. Drop your right hip down towards the ground. Okay. Everybody give that a try. Up, catch yourself. Beautiful, beautiful. Lift your chest up towards the sky. Make your spine as long as possible. If you feel like you have really good balance, maybe even try bringing your hands into your chest. We're staying here for 3 more breaths. And rise up, balance on your left foot. Use your right foot as a kickstand. If you want a little more, bring your right foot inside of your left thigh. Tree pose. Open up that right knee to the side. Lift your right knee up in front of you. You're going to take a big, dramatic step to the back of your mat for crescent lunge. Just like low lunge, but the back knee is now lifted. Tuck your tailbone, engage your core, rise tall. Reach your fingers up tall to the sky. Externally rotate those arms and reach. Very good. Drop your right knee an inch closer to the ground. You guys are doing great. Everybody look at your left foot. You should be able to see your left big toe inside of your knee. Otherwise that tells me your knee is caving in. Open it up. Touch your fingertips, hands out in front. Stay with me. Stay with the breath. Right fingertips reach forward, left hand reaches back. And maybe reach your left hand back towards the toes, reach up overhead. 3 breaths. Exhale, release, step back to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, maybe sway side to side, whatever feels good. Bend your knees, inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, arms down to your side. Come into a balance on your right foot. Left knee lifts up. Try your best to straighten your left foot out in front of you. Lift your toes as high as you can. Okay. Watch me before you try this. You are going to slowly, as slow as possible, swing your leg out to the side. Step back for warrior 2. Your right toes are facing forward. Your back foot is perpendicular, facing to the left. Reach your fingers out. Don't shrug up. Relax your shoulders down. Once again, look at your front foot. You should be able to see your right toe inside of your knee. Not reposition slightly. Shift your weight more onto your front leg. Bend the knee a little bit more. Good. It's going to be one of our longer holds of the day. Stay with the breath. Have to come out of it a little bit. Just recollect yourself. Forgive yourself. Rejoin us when you feel ready. Maybe think a little bit deeper. That's okay. Come back to your intention that you said today. Five more breaths. Woo! Run for it. On your next exhale, straighten both legs. Shorten your stance if you need to. Slide your right hand down to your thigh, maybe to your shin or foot or ankle. Open your left hand up to the sky for triangle pose. Come back tall. You are going to start to shift your weight towards your left foot, like you're going into a side lunge. Okay? Do your best to keep your heel down. If it needs to lift, that's okay. Drop your butt down onto your left side as low as you can get. Hang here for a few breaths. Woo! inhale, you're going to come out of it, shift to the front of the mat, hands down, step back to plank. Clean it up. You guys are doing great. Okay, if you would like, you can stay in plank. If you would like a little bit extra strength, we're going to do a nice, slow chaturanga for the last 20 seconds. We're lowering down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Notice how downward facing dog almost feels like a resting pose after all that hard work you just did. Slow down your breath. Reconnect with that inner calmness. Reconnect with the intention you set for yourself. As you reach your right toes up and back tall to the sky. Point your right toes, drop your left heel down to the ground for 3 breaths. On your next exhale, shift forward into plank, right knee floats into your chest. Slowly, slowly with control, step it to the front of your mat. Drop your back knee, low lunge. Tuck your tailbone. Shift your hips forward. Reach your fingertips tall, strong to the sky. Fingertips touch. Hands out in front. Left fingers reach forward. Right arm opens back behind you. Really dramatic reach in both directions. If you would like, reach your right fingers back down towards your left leg as you reach your left hand up and over. Exhale, come out of it. Fingers down, inchworm your right leg, sink back, half splits. Add some movements if you would like. Staying here for 5 breaths. Shift out of it. Doing that funky transition up into that assisted warrior 3. Load your back leg. Spring up, catch yourself. Lengthen your back leg, lengthen your spine. Lift your chest up. Drop your left hip a bit down to the ground. If you would like, take your hands off. Balance fully. 3 more breaths. Slowly rise up into balance, and then tree pose. Open your left knee to the side as you bring your left hip forward. Left knee up to the chest. Big, dramatic step backwards. Rise into our crescent lunge. Check that front foot. Big toe inside of the knee. Always those points of contact and balance on the foot. Bring your right knee over your right heel and drop your butt down a bit closer to the ground. A few more breaths. Reach tall. Fingertips touch. Hands out in front. Right hand reaches back. Maybe reverse it. Reach your right hand down towards your foot. Reach your left hand up. 3 more breaths. Release. Step back to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, hands to your side. Shift your weight onto your left foot. Right knee lifts up to your chest. Big, dramatic swing to the back of the mat. Warrior 2. Your left toes are facing forward. You bend that knee to shift your weight onto that front foot. Good. Left big toe inside of the knee. Guys are looking great. Come back to your intention. Relax your shoulders down, reach your hands out for 5 more breaths.
Oh, yeah.
Straighten both legs. Walk your left hand down your left leg. Open your right hand to the sky for triangle pose. Rise up tall. Skandasana, side lunge over onto that right side. Good. As we shift to the front of the mat for plank, our final push of the day. Stay with me. Stay with yourself. Settle in as we hold for 3 minutes. I'm just kidding.
I was going to kill you.
Hold for 45 more seconds for 1 minute total. Drop the knees if you need to. Now 30 more seconds doesn't feel so bad, does it? Engage your core. Push the ground away. 15 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and downward dog. Walk your hands to the front of the mat. Reach up overhead. Hands into your heart. So the strong part of today's class is over. Good job. But for a lot of people, the hardest part of yoga isn't doing a minute-long plank. It is being able to be still and comfortable and quiet with yourself. So do your best to remain present for just this final section. We're going to widen our stance to the edges of our mat. Come down into a squat. Try and keep your heels planted if you can. If you gotta lift them up, that's okay. Take a second to notice how a second ago you were struggling very hard, suffering even. Probably had all sorts of thoughts in your head about I can or can't do this, or I did or did not do a good enough job. But notice how quickly those thoughts and feelings just go away. They were never even there in the first place. Drop down onto your butt. Bring your hands to your side, fingertips pointing out and away from you. We've done a lot of pushing in front of our body, so we're going to counteract that by pushing the ground away, lifting our butt up. And if you can, lifting even taller, spreading, widening your shoulders. Big, broad collarbone. Hold for 5 breaths. No! Relax. Feet together, lean forward, grab your toes for butterfly pose. Do you have any thoughts coming and going? There's nothing you can do to stop that. When you notice them, just let them go. Come back to that stillness in between the thoughts. Rise up, roll onto your back. My hair is tied up. Here's the point where I like to take my hair tie out so I can just rest on the back of my head. Wiggle your knees side to side. Maybe hug your knees into your chest. Get out any little movements you need to before we sit still for a little bit. Whenever you're ready, relax out your arms and legs. First Savasana, corpse pose.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about that. Let your eyes close. Start at your feet. Relax your toes. Relax the little muscles in your feet. Then move up to your knees, your legs, your belly, all the way up to your head. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. No! Take out your knees. Roll onto your side. Slowly take your time, push your way up to a comfortable seated position for a final brief meditation to finish class. Really make yourself comfy here. We're going to be here for a few minutes. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. 3 more breaths just like that. Exhale, close your eyes, close your mouth, come to a relaxed rhythm of breathing, not breathing in any particular way. Imagine a strong, sturdy, ancient mountain. Pass. It's spring, lush greenery, flowing mountain streams. In winter, ice and barren snow, storms. Spring and summer again. And as the seasons change, the mountain is still there, unmoving, unaffected. Imagine this mountain. No! Instead of being a separate object, imagine this mountain inside of you. You are the mountain. Seasons come and go. People come, enjoy the beautiful views. Some campers leave discarded beer cans. Still the mountain sits there. Sit with that idea, with that image. Just a minute or two. Body, the weight, contact of your body on the ground, of your arms on your knees. Feel the sensation of the air on your skin, the sounds around you, where your body is right here, right now. Slowly, when you feel ready, blink your eyes open. Thank you guys. Most importantly, thank yourselves for taking the time to connect with your body. I know it's not easy.
That was so good, dude. That was so good. I mean,
Well prepared.
I thought it was gonna be good. I didn't think it was gonna be that good. The flow was good. The meditation was good. It was really good. Yeah, it was awesome.
Does that feel good? And it's starting to rain like right now. That's awesome.
That's perfect timing.
Oh, there we go.
You did great. That was awesome. Flow was awesome. Planks, when you said 3-minute plank, I literally was like, when we were doing push-ups, I was like, the 20-second push-up, I was like, oh, okay.
Honestly,
My
my
legs
hips
were
were like literally flat.
I like that's what
I feel like that's always my thing.
Wait, I can't wait to see.
It's like I know I should stretch before, but the whole thing is a stretch.
Like at one point my hip was like about to pop out of its My hip was stretched. I like heard a noise from one of my hips, I was like, that is